Europe. It's the old continent with a new passion for the sport of surfing.
Old world culture, sometimes just not very welcoming.
Surfing in Europe is different. To be direct, it's extremely hard.
You get over here and you have the idea of perfection, but the reality of Europe is you're gonna get punished.
If you want to stand tall here, you've got to earn it.
It's midwinter. We get absolutely hammered by storms out of the Atlantic.
To thrive in the North Atlantic, you must be resilient.
It's cold, it's windy, it's unpredictable.
To prove yourself, you'll have to conquer the European pipeline.
It makes me nervous sometimes.
You never know what you're gonna get. Big single maneuvers, tubes out here, airs.
Puts it up and puts it down.
Guess who's back? Yeah!
Big double up closeouts. What you gotta do in Europe, you never know.
You have to be really good at adapting.
There's a lot of different faces to it.
Supertubos is a magical surprise.
Yeah, the opportunity's out there, so we're out. Let's go.
From the most challenging beach break in Europe, this is the WSL's Cold Water episode, the MEO Rip Curl Pro Portugal. As the world's best arrive in Peniche, Portugal for stop 3 of the CT, a massive west swell is pumping at the contest venue of Supertubos, setting up an iconic pre-event warm-up session.
Something's not right, oh. My head's misting up.
Supertubos, the Portuguese pipeline. It's about the tube. A lot of barrels out here. Shifty beach break, one of the most powerful beach breaks actually in all of Europe, and a premier spot where we look at the entirety of European surfing.
Some of the waves that are coming in were like identical to pipe. Jack got one rolling, pumped into it, and got barreled all the way through.
You go out there, even on a smaller day, it'll break your board. It'll break you in half. I mean, the place packs a punch.
Sand here is really hard, so if you hit it, it's not gonna feel good. It's gonna hurt.
It comes in from deep water and hits the shallow bank. It's there's no better beach breaks in the world, I don't think.
Yesterday was like the best I'd ever surfed it. It's just offshore, barrels everywhere. It was probably like, there had to have been over 1,000 barrels yesterday. It's incredible.
Yesterday, Supertubos was, it's hard to say 10 out of 10, but it was a 9.8 out of 10.
The MEO Rip Curl Pro Portugal is the biggest surfing stage in Europe, and this event is a popular affair for frothing surf fans and international media.
This is like one of my favorite waves. It's like really close to the shore barrels, and like that's the best possible waves you can surf.
This is all I know right here. I just like love trying to read beach breaks. It's so unpredictable and you kind of never know what's gonna happen.
Supertubos for me is one of the best places in the world for sure. The last 2 days has been pumping. This morning was insane. We can do like barrels and air on the same wave, so this is kind of like a good combination of surfing. Yeah, I hope that I can make a good result here and then win again.
Italo Ferreira's going for something big. A tail high punt, lands backwards and pulls off a gigantic air reverse.
Italo Ferreira is the top of the game right now in professional surfing. The 2019 world champ is currently the rankings leader. And with 2 event wins here in Portugal, look for Italo to be a standout and a crowd favorite.
Absolutely perfect rotation. What a landing there from Italo Ferreira.
Italo's the one guy that you just can't not take your eye off. Even if he's losing the heat and he's still comboed, that guy can get a couple of 8s in a matter of minutes.
The ability for this kid to come out of one maneuver and straight into the next one is second to none.
Pereira is able to go back-to-back here in Peniche.
Two-time champion, knows what he's capable of, and more importantly, a beach break location, which is perfect for his style. We could potentially see some 10-point rides out of him with a barrel. We could see the same thing on rail or in the air, of course.
An active Atlantic Ocean has treated the finest surfers from across the world to some serious tubes. And tube faces turn to game faces on opening day.
The opening day of competition falls on a weekend, and the very festive crowd is ready to celebrate sunny skies and rippable waves.
A major favorite in this part of the world, Italo Ferreira. Can't wait to see how he goes out here.
He somehow always manages to get that pop in the rotation no matter what, and that's how you want to start your heat.
One of those surfers that really looks at the lineup and just sees things differently from everybody else.
So Italo kind of seems like the guy that was going to blow up since the beginning, but just not finding the right rhythm.
Just needs an opportunity, finding it there. It's exactly what we'd expect from him.
The intensity, the height, the speed, it was pretty impressive.
Italo Ferreira, that one really tail high. The yellow jersey of Italo Ferreira, victorious in the opening round.
Italo posts the highest heat total of the day, and the local crowd shows their overwhelming support for the radical surfing.
I saw like a lot of waves down the bank and I was like hard to find it, but I know how to play this game, and I was like super excited to go like high. I'm glad to have like a good opportunity and make the moves.
The North Atlantic during winter is dominantly very, very stormy. The Portugal coastline is the westernmost edge of the European continent, and beaches here are blasted by powerful, fast-moving storms.
The swell's here. We're here to hit big sections and go big, and yeah, the opportunity's out there, so we're out. Let's go.
Good Lord. Are you kidding me? He's right there.
It's all going down. We got rain, wind, big double-up closeouts.
It is guttering out there.
Anything you can think of, it's all going on right now. So what you got to do in Europe, you never know.
Just looks so heavy.
Oh my God.
Surfing in Europe is characterized by quickly changing conditions.
Watch out, there's a big set coming our way. There's a big set coming our way.
Fast-moving storms and gigantic tidal movement produce swells that can begin the day at 2 feet and quickly jump to 20 feet by the afternoon.
The ocean in general is just mental. We got here this morning with 2 foot, and now it's 20 foot faces. It's just super heavy, super gnarly.
It's all going down. We got rain, wind, big double-up closeouts, anything you can think of.
Yeah, definitely got a lot of push, a lot of power still. It's a lot of work though, I'm out of breath.
This wave can have many different faces. It can be rippable and fun. You can see a lot of progressive maneuvers. And then when it's big, that's really where you got to be very selective and be on the right waves at the right time.
Italo Ferreira!
Oh my God.
Bravo!
You could see the potential best wave of somebody's life out here in the jersey. And of course, you could also see broken dreams and broken boards.
We're here to hit big sections and go big, and yeah, the opportunity's out there.
Jack Robinson might just be the best barrel rider in the world right now. And here in the round of 32, Robbo proves this point in wild, stormy conditions.
Jack Robinson, number 8 on the rankings, up against Ian Gentile, the Maui boy.
Oh my God.
Bravo!
Good Lord. Are you kidding me? He's right there.
That's what we expect from Jack Robinson. That's his first go at it. Here's live action again, Jack Robinson.
Oh my
Goodness. What'd you think about that?
He took that wave so right there.
8.17 for that last ride. We're all that swell energy for Jack Robinson. Gentile in a wide barrel. And again, just seeking an exit. And he is pretty much up against the ropes right now. Jack Robinson off the bottom. And another barrel. Robinson on with the spin. And it looks like he's gone excellent again, potentially. Wow.
That was so clean, and the exit just before it detonated.
And Jack Robinson taking the win, and our first surfer to advance into the round of 16.
I got flogged on the first one, and then, yeah, stoked to make those other two. It was so gnarly.
5-4-1 to advance the lead.
Pipeline.
On the blue
Marco Migno is a well-traveled rookie on tour. Represents France, but wears a Mexican flag on his sleeve for his hometown of Sayulita. And he holds a Canadian passport and speaks perfect English.
Let's hear it for the kid from Sayulita, Mexico, representing France, Marco Migno.
Clear for takeoff and an extended frontside air reverse.
Let's go!
I do consider myself like a citizen of the world. I'm French, you know, French blood, but I got that Mexican spirit in me. What motivates me is to feel like that dream is really hard and pretty much impossible, and to figure out a way to make it happen.
There's the ramp for plants it.
I remember I was all super young. I made a promise to myself, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna do it one day. I'm not gonna stop until I make it.
He had to come from below the cut line into qualification for the championship tour, and now has taken his first Challenger Series win. What a way to end the 2024 Challenger Series season.
I think everything has a chapter, you know? I think for me, it's a new chapter. It's a new book. It's the drive to become a world champion, by example.
Oh my God.
Maybe a lot of people think it's crazy, but I believe that I can do it. No more like this feeling rookie vibe. I wanna beat these guys, and I think I had to switch my mindset to like, I'm hungry.
Marco now finds himself on surfing's biggest stage, taking on one of his heroes.
Griffin Colapinto coming up against Marco Migno.
I say do exactly what you said you were doing. Go from up there and find the clean water and just start going to town.
Out here, it's all about like creating opportunity for yourself.
You're sitting in second on a single.
Griffin Colapinto off to the early lead.
Wow, that's a strong maneuver on the backhand kaipo. We've seen him get 2 victories here in Portugal with surfing like this.
You can like manufacture all these different types of unique maneuvers on waves that maybe other guys can't. So I feel like I have that.
Yeah, I mean, Griffin is a hero, but you know, your heroes end up being your rivals. So it's on. It's time to eat.
Marco here.
Marco Migno up into the lip there.
6.43 to kind of get things going. Excellent timing right there for the second turn.
Griffin Colapinto relentlessly putting up some backhand hangers. Looking for a little spicy finish. Just glides it through, looking good. Colapinto's gonna get a backup for the 6.5. Marco Migno puts it up and puts it down right there. Eminem. That's the sign. Getting used to that claim from him. Oh, and there's Dad.
A large wave, a large section, and a perfect rotation. And of course, Eminem, baby, all day long.
Last of red, white, 8 points. That puts Marco in the lead.
The future shapes the present as the rookie defeats the veteran. Marco Migno's camp celebrates the French rookie's first head-to-head heat win on the CT.
Marco Migno, he's on to the round of 16.
That is a big confidence booster right there, beating one of the most dominant surfers here in the past.
Eminem's is here! Guess who's back? Yeah! You know, you really have to want to beat everybody. You gotta be hungry. But at the end of the day, you know, Griffin is a big inspiration, and I have so much respect for him. And yeah, feels good to beat my hero.
Oh, nice work. Thank you.
The sun is out, and now it's time to fly. Katie Simmers takes off as the world's best women touch down for a primetime performance at Supertubos.
Pops that frontside air.
Bingo.
Just huck and fin and get in air.
That's some great surfing right there. Oh, bang! Whew.
Supertubos is insane.
Challenging. Exciting.
Comes out behind the spin.
Special. Tricky.
Thick. Packs it nice and deep.
Unpredictable. Magical surprise.
And what?
And he stomps it. That thing was huge.
There's a lot of different faces to it. On a good day, it's as good as it gets.
Running for the exit. It spits him out.
When you're in the spot, it's a great wave.
I love Portugal, but Supertubos, it makes me nervous sometimes because it's so unpredictable. It can change so quickly, so it challenges me.
He goes over and goes down hard.
This wave really offers really good sections for airs and that kind of surfing, and I always get excited coming here and having the opportunity to compete and do the kind of surfing I like to do.
Dora wants to go for the air. Jams it shut. And it was a bit of an air show as we see ramps really providing. We see it every year.
A lot of great memories coming from this place right here. 2015, me and Italo, first Brazilian final since 1999. It was pretty sick, you know, scoring a 10 in the final. Italo pretty much scored a 10 in the final too with the biggest air. So it was pretty cool, really cool heat.
I didn't like Europe for a long time because of the tides, the weather, the cold, and now I've learned to really appreciate and love this place, whether it's in France, in Spain, here in Portugal. You know, it's all about beach breaks and tides and timing it, but in the heat, it's, you know, all day you can surf low tide, high tide, and just adapting constantly. It's a fun game.
Gabriella Bryan.
Oh, that's some great surfing right there.
Beach breaks are honestly really exciting. You never know what you're gonna get. Big single maneuvers, tubes out here, airs, so makes for an exciting event. And yeah, it honestly makes you use your imagination a little bit. Anything is possible at a beach break.
This will need to be a big turn, and it absolutely is.
There's no question as to why the tour is here. We've seen some amazing waves. I know sometimes in the competition we don't get them, but I mean, the guys were scoring prior to the contest starting.
Off the bottom, absolute cracker under the lips, snap from her.
Like, I love the fact that it's really tricky. You have to be on and adaptable in every heat, and to be locked in and tuned into it, it's quite a fun challenge.
Pops that frontside air and puts it down. Now give me a score.
Bingo. That was so skate, it was ridiculous.
My favorite thing to do on a surfboard, just like skate around, and I feel like we don't really have much conditions on the tour to like just do progressive maneuvers, so like getting a 2-foot wave to do like a blowtail on is pretty nice.
You know, I think a lot of people don't realize is you don't only have to like perform well on the wave, but you got to be really good at reading the ocean. And I think the people that do that the best here usually do really good at this event. So I've been really trying to learn while I'm out there in the lineup and spend a lot of time in the water. So yeah, Supertubos has a bunch of different faces, that's for sure.
Katie Simmers is on top of the surfing world right now. Simmers is the current rankings leader and the defending world champion. Katie is a very creative surfer who thrives in unpredictable conditions.
Katie Simmers smashed it on the backhand. Katie Simmers has control of this heat onto the round of 16. What do we got here? Loads up. Ooh, vicious. Glassy face in front of her. Pops that frontside air and puts it down.
That was ridiculous.
What is going on?
That was sick.
Heat control for Simmers. On to the quarterfinals.
Just huck and fin and get in air.
Sick little air.
Yeah.
Katie Simmers has been the standout throughout the early rounds, and now she has landed in the quarterfinals for a very interesting matchup with rookie Aaron Brooks.
Absolute banger of a heat hitting the water.
Let's see this heat fire up. Caitlin Simmers coming from behind that section, getting up in vertical.
5-3-3 for Simmers. Brooks on a left, opens up with a snap. That'll feel good for her. Multiple speedy, incisive maneuvers.
beautiful surfing from Aaron right there. Obviously different approach from Caitlin. She's way more energetic, pushes the board harder.
6 points. Blue is now in the lead.
And then straight away, Aaron does this. Backhand attack from Aaron Brooks. Spicy, putting it up steep and hard.
Starts it off with a nice setup snap here, and it gets very critical. So good work. She's gonna apply a lot of pressure now in Caitlin Simmers.
That was sick.
It's a 6-6-7. It's the best wave of the heat so far. Caitlin, you need now a 7.34.
Inside the final minute now. Simmers looking to get involved here. Off the bottom, absolute cracker under the lips snap from her. Nicely done.
But that's definitely the most critical part of the wave you could ever get.
And the last of yellow, Caitlin Simmers, it's a 7.07. It's yellow's best wave, but yellow finishing second.
Aaron Brooks' campaign here in Portugal continues.
I thought she got it.
It was close. It was a good wave. You guys both served a good heat.
It's hard when you're going up against your friends, but my dad told me that there's no friends in the water. But yeah, it was just so much fun with her out there.
Well done, Aaron. On to the semis here in Portugal.
Thank you.
Sick last turn, Katie. That was really good to watch. I'm glad you didn't get another one, but that was good to watch.
Glad it wasn't a score, but good to watch.
The business end of this contest is all about crowning champions. There will be winners. There will be losers. Tears will be shed and arms will be raised. Finals day is next. Today is finals day. The sun is out, the beach is bumping, and as we move to the pointy end of competition, the drama of winning and losing begins.
Oh, making it into a tube here. Oh, get it. Oh.
It's really cold, windy, straight, howling offshore, big barrels. The fans are amazing. It's really fun to see everybody down here.
Felipe Toledo is going to move on.
Down the beach, here's Leo. Big clip off the top, drives in real nice, incisive, sharp surfing, aggressive. We needed.
Yeah, I heard the beach erupt, and then I was like, oh, that's a good score. So I kind of just focused on myself and focused on my surfing.
Barron stole the game, stole the show.
The rookie MEO on a strong start to his campaign. And the rookie through the quarters. Jackie down the line. He wanted the Vij, he found it. Set himself in a solid position.
Beautiful trainer for Iago, just such a late takeoff.
I have the energy to go all the way to the final, and that's what I want to do. I want to keep the energy levels going and keep making hits.
Jack Robinson and Iago Dora emerge as early finals day standouts, and the two move forward for a head-to-head matchup in the quarterfinals.
The feet's so high to my back.
Oh.
Very.
Most all of the surfers on the CT are good friends who bond over the love of surfing. But they all face a time where they must compete against each other.
And it's going to be short for world number 5, Iago Dora. Tough heat for two guys that spend all year together.
That was a big heat. Iago was in the final 5. He just took the spot.
Got your back, bro.
They're both coached by Iago's dad. It was a major moment.
Jack Robinson gets the win. Iago once again just one heat win away to competing for a world title.
Oh, good sportsmanship between the good friends. It's got to sting for Iago, though.
Thank you. Yeah, just very sad and come back stronger next year.
Thank you, Iago.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy chances. It's bound to happen, but yeah, 2 years in a row. Yeah. Hard's what it is. You get it done.
This year, what's new is I'm working with a new coach.
I'm not coaching Iago in this year, 25. It's a new formula for this year, and for my eyes, maybe work good.
I feel like I've always been the nice guy and putting myself in second place just to make sure the vibes in the house were nice or something like that. And I feel like I need to be putting myself more in first in order to achieve what I want. Yeah. I'm looking to do that this year. Felt like it was time to try something new, to have a new kind of relationship with my dad also.
Is this the weirdest scenario in professional sport? Jumps on the bike behind his old man who's coaching the other bloke. You know, that's his flesh and blood.
It is a really interesting situation.
I mean, it's probably as hard as it gets. I know how it is now, I'm a father, so you're like, it's your son, you know. He does a good job of separating the family from the work, but it's not easy, especially when you come up against each other.
I like to see the two boys on the finals in Fiji in 25. I keep my dream.
Drama-filled heat coming up here. These two surfers, not just good friends, they were sharing in the same coaching camp for many years on the championship tour. There's Leandro, Iago's dad, but Jack's coach.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's just call it as it is. They're brothers, really.
Jack and Iago are best mates, but fierce rivals and ruthless foes at the same time.
Brazilian Dora off to a fantastic start.
6.33 for Dora, a 3.5 opener for Jack Robinson. 4 wins for Jack, 2 wins for Iago. Out of 6 times that these two have matched up. Iago building up steam. That's the first time you're going to see a coach clap for the opponent.
You're always a parent first.
Here comes Jack.
See Dora right here, good looking left.
Iago tucking in, pulling through, draining barrel. Iago Dora puts on the gas and comes out. Momentum, all Iago Dora. Jack, slash, lip glide, disaster slide. Wow. Releasing the fins on the Sharpie. Jack Robinson now needing a 9.33. Iago Dora, all the juju, all the momentum, everything going to the Brazilians' way. That's going to change the whole complexion of Iago's year. First semifinalist we have, Iago Dora.
It's nice to be in the semis and make one more heat and hopefully fight for the title in the final.
We have seen some wild weather here in Portugal. The surf has been pumping, the wind howling, torrential rain, storm warnings. But by far the biggest cyclone here at Supertubos has been Italo Ferreira.
Everybody's talking about Italo. So far this year, he's no doubt been the best competitor. Being here in Portugal, where he's won multiple times, I think is going to be very difficult to beat.
We got the Energizer Bunny out there. He's flying all over the place.
You talk about how gnarly the wind is right now and nobody able to complete an air. That guy went out and just demonstrated that he's capable of.
You can get like barrels and you can do airs like a couple of tons, so it's kind of the surf that I like. And then you can change this call like every wave, and then this is making me more like excited.
It's time. Close the door.
Italo Ferreira, 2-time champ here. Looks like he's headed to another final in Peniche.
I'm really stoked to make the final here. So it's time to win.
See you in the next one.
One more.
Thank you.
Let's do it. Thank you.
Italo and Iago will contest the men's final. But first, the women are on deck for their finals day appearance.
It's going to be hard. Caroline's been surfing great, so it's going to be a good final.
Chops off the top.
What a great way to start off the final.
Caroline Marks.
That would have been a great answer back.
A tall order out there. It's pretty challenging right now.
It's still anybody's final to take right here.
Let me go grab it. It's in my office. I'll just bring it out. Here it is. My favorite necklace ever. Gold medal. I think surreal is kind of the word. When I look at it, I'm just like, wow, I can't believe that like really happened, you know? Yeah, it was just one of the best moments ever. Gives me the chills thinking about it. It's so cool. These, you know, right here, the world title and Olympic gold medal have been my two biggest goals in my career that I can ever dream of, and it's been a good couple years. I remember when I got it, I was like, whoa, it's actually heavier than you think. World title trophy, I think, is like 75 pounds. They both hold a lot of weight, you know? I'm really excited to go into this season. You know, I think the last 2 years for me have been the two best years of my career so far. So in a way, I feel more pressure, and then in a way, I feel less pressure. I think I feel less pressure in the sense of like, I have a lot of confidence going in from the last 2 years, and now I'm like, okay, like, let's do it again. But also, you know, you feel more pressure because there's a target on your back, and you're like, all right, like, let's do this, which I kind of love. It's just my happy place, what I love to do, competing and seeing everyone and being around that environment and surfing good waves and battling. It's really fun. All right. I've gotten asked this question a lot after the gold medal. People are like, now what? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you just try to keep doing it, you know? Like, I think for me, you know, I'm still super young. Like, I'm only 22, and I have so many goals that I want to accomplish, like, personally, and also, you know, just with my surfing, just like bettering my surfing, like, regardless of competing and all that, like, I just would love to improve my craft. And finding your weaknesses and really trying to get better at those is a really big motivation for me. I don't feel less motivated at all. Like, if anything, you know, that feeling of winning and getting to that goal and working super hard for it and then having it pay off is really addicting. And, you know, I want it. I want it again, you know, I want it again. I know there's gonna be tough times, and there's gonna be years that are really hard and things that go your way and things that don't. And I'm just excited about like the whole roller coaster, you know? I guess if I'm just like getting better every day, I'm stoked about it.
3 heats remain in the women's side of the contest. And as we begin the semifinals, a rain squall moves through the Supertubos lineup, setting the stage for a stormy ride to the final heat.
Ain't nobody else up on my level.
Going to the strength of the backhand, Bango.
Marksy finds this one under priority.
She's just so good at putting that forward right in the perfect spot.
Could be Caroline Marks into the final.
Felt like a whole new contest today, and kind of just tried to reset my mind and do what's best for me today, and thankfully it worked out.
Here we go, Gabriella. Oh, Gabby with a gouge. Another big one.
Pure power. Everything about that looked great.
Gabriella Bryant on to the final.
First final in Portugal. I'm just going to stick to my own game plan, kind of like the last heat, focus on me. Hopefully I can get a couple more waves and do some more good surfing.
Let's go, come on. One more.
The women's final is set. Goofy versus regular. Power versus tenacity. Caroline Marks versus Gabriella Bryant.
2019 champ here at Supertubos. The 2023 world champ, Caroline Marks, coming up against the power surfer, Gabby Bryant.
It's going to be hard. Caroline's been surfing great, so it's going to be a good final. But yeah, let's see.
Gabby, looking here.
Chops off the top and rides out of it.
Gnarly right there, Kaipo. What a great way to start off the final.
Caroline Marks, nice smooth transition through that first turn. A little whitewater on the face, but dependable finish, I was gonna say, until that convergence of whitewater. And there's the coach's reaction.
That would have been a great answer back to the opener of Brian.
We're just looking for real steep, nice faces, which is a tall order out there. It's pretty challenging for the girls right now.
Marksy off the bottom, snapping off the top. Caroline on a good-looking left, biggest snap on the MEO. Looking to close this thing out. 2 snaps is all that's going to count for her score, but I like what I saw.
Beautiful second turn right there in the pocket. Crisp timing. Unfortunately, not completing the last one, but still, it's the best of the heat.
Caroline Marks leading in this heat. Gabby Bryant looking for a 3.74. Here comes Gabby, finds the left. Hangs it off the top a couple of times, and the weight just stops. A W is a W any way you get it. Caroline Marks is our 2025 MEO Rip Curl Pro Portugal champion.
Well deserved. I mean, was the most consistent surfer out of the event. Was able to surf in any kind of condition, Kaipo.
Caroline Marks, all smiles as she comes to the beach.
Wow, you guys are so tall!
Yeah, it wasn't the prettiest final, but we'll take it. You know, the waves are really challenging, and gosh, yeah, winning feels so good. I'm so pumped.
Her 7th championship tour win. Let's make some noise for Caroline Marks.
Caroline Marks with the win moves up to number 3 in the world, and the dynamic goofy footer is looking primed to make a serious run for a second world title in 2025. Many athletes across the sport have a signature move saved exclusively for when they win. Italo Ferreira is notorious for his rowdy backflips. Iago Dora has been known to celebrate with an impromptu dance party.
Oh my.
The men's final is next. Will it be flipping out, or will all the disco balls start spinning in Supertubos?
Iago Dora, all the juju, all the momentum, everything going to the Brazilians' way.
Truly a masterpiece what we're watching out there.
Perfect execution of that air. You could have not done anything better. That was beautiful from Iago.
Congratulations to Iago. He's in the final here at the MEO Rip Curl Pro Portugal.
Iago, you started out in the air, finished off with the barrels. The board and you look like one.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be in the final again. You want to win the courses, you have to make it to the final first, and yeah, I just want to do it again, one more heat.
Iago Dora, one of the most creative surfers on tour, and he doesn't fit a certain label. Really good when it's small, great when it's big too, an underrated barrel rider.
Iago Dora is the most underrated surfer on the championship tour. The Brazilian is a cool, casual, creative genius who surfs with a style that is so technically advanced, it's hard to comprehend. Oftentimes, the beauty of Iago's surfing hides how intelligent it really is.
I love surfing itself more than anything, and competing is what makes me want to be better each day and keep improving and keep working on things that make me a better surfer.
Gets there early for the big rotation above the lip. Upside down, Iago Dora pulls off one of the best punts of the year.
Where most of the surfers can get a bit inverted with their tail out high above their head, you know, Iago's consistently tweaking and boning out airs and actually grabbing so many different ways, and he's just amazing to watch in the air.
Dora goes to the air, answers back.
Brazilian world champs Medina, Toledo, and Ferreira have popularized the sport with their dramatic winning personalities. Iago has taken a different path. He is focused on surfing style rather than competitive conquering.
I've seen myself in a place where I was trying to surf to the criteria too much and forgetting my creativity and my freedom to do what I actually wanted to do on a wave. You're not having fun anymore. I like to be creative and really be free to do whatever I want on a wave. The feeling I have from surfing is more important than any title, I think.
Dora is the anti-establishment, and today His punk rock approach is cranking up the volume of professional surfing.
I still have the love for surfing that I had since I started. That's something I'm proud of.
The winning wave. If you want to win, be here. Yeah, could be. Chops a little bit.
Men's final, Iago versus Italo. Are you kidding me? Massive airs are gonna go down, barrels. More than that, here he comes right now. The guy is an animal. Listen to this crowd. Here we go, baby.
We got a men's champ to crown, Iago Dora up against Italo Ferreira. These guys have been two of the most exciting surfers in this event. Stabs it there, just one turn for Ferreira to start his account.
And we see Iago up and riding.
Iago looking for a ramp, finds it, pops it up, puts it down, full rotation for Iago Dora. Smooth rail work to finish that up.
Good way to start there for Iago.
Well, here comes Italo. Looking for the ramp, pops it up, lands on the roof, and the crowd likes it.
You can check out his heel as he's going up. Somehow pulls it off and brings the foot back in just in time.
This is going to be the backup at the moment for Dora. Great stab right there. Should be a decent backup, but considering Italo's probably going to get a monster number, this might be irrelevant right here for Iago.
Iago Dora goes stalefish on that full rotation. Getting back into the game, he flared that thing out. It's Italo Ferreira trailing Iago Dora, but doesn't need a big number, just a 6 to take the lead.
That was sensational. Just unfortunate that he wasn't able to land it.
One more wave. Here goes Bravo. Ferreira. That was cool. But not enough 5-point ride, needed a 6-point ride, so it is. Iago Dora, your 2025 MEO Rip Curl Pro champion.
It's always so hard surfing against Italo. He seems to always do what he needs to do and find a way to win. And I found a way to win today, and I felt something special was gonna happen here this week, and it did.
It's your first victory in a few years. You're working with a new coach. Just how is everything coming together for you to start this season?
Of course, a change is always risky and scary, and everyone's gonna talk about it and say I'm wrong, say I'm right, and I'm still the same, and I'm still gonna do what I love to do.
Iago Dora, this cat can dance. The champion here in Portugal busts a move with his signature samba. Italo will have to save his backflip for another day. Italo Ferreira and Katie Simmers remain on top of the CT ranks and will wear the yellow jerseys at the next championship tour stop in Central America.
We descend upon the beautiful cobblestone point of Punta Roca. Whoa!
Come on now!
What? What was that? That was as twisted as you could get.
Next time on Inside Pro Surfing, it's all about sunshine, palm trees, and warm pupusas. Tune in for the Surf City El Salvador Pro.